The following is brought to you by 810 Studios.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to Cutting Through the Red Tape. It is your girl, LaShanta. And guess what, y'all? It's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all you lovebirds out there. Unfortunately, the Lord has not sent me my king yet, but he is yet on the way. So happy Valentine's Day, boo. Hurry up. Anyway, I am just excited to be here and back with you guys for another great show. Listen, I know you guys are looking and waiting, but yeah, we are crossing state lines here in Clinton, North Carolina. Okay, so today on Cutting Through the Red Tape, I have Miss Monica Pearson. Yes. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good. I'm just excited. Listen, we are 2 months in to 2026. I feel good. I feel like we look good.
We do look good.
You know
what
I'm saying?
Popping.
Yes. So what better way to celebrate? This is also Black History Month. And I am excited that you came all the way down here to Clinton, North Carolina.
Yep, I'm in Clinton.
So, because you are not familiar with this area, give us a little bit about who Miss Pierce is. Miss Pearson, excuse me.
Okay. So my name is Monica Pearson. I was born and raised in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm super country.
I did not know that. Lumberton. Okay.
I was born in Lumberton, and then I ventured off as I got older to Charlotte. So I've been in Charlotte now. I'm going on 23 years.
Okay.
And I am an author.
Okay.
I am a playwright,
yes,
motivational speaker,
yes,
songwriter. I do have my soundtrack out, from my short film Family Lies and Secrets.
Okay, yep. Okay. So all of this packed in this beautiful Black woman. I love it.
Thank you.
What caught my eye and stood out to me the most about you? Because I follow you on social media. Y'all listen. I follow her on social media. Like, I follow everything. So low-key stalker, but not stalker, because that's my sis in Christ.
Right.
But I follow her on social media, and what stuck out to me was the fact that she's a playwriter. And the first thing that popped up in my mind was like, this is a female Tyler Perry. This is a female Tyler Perry. Now, I have not had the pleasure of attending one of your plays, but I saw your promoting, and I saw that you were, just into it and everything. So give us a little bit about how you came into playwriting and putting on, like, when I tell you whole production, like, everybody had a part, like selling tickets, like all that.
Okay, so I've always been a bona fide writer.
Okay.
I've always liked to write ever since I was a child.
Okay.
From asking for pens to coloring to just visualizing me being in this place, that place, and always putting things together. Whether it was with the Barbie dolls, the Cabbage Patch Kids, or what have you.
I remember them.
Yeah, that's how I started out. And then as I got older, I always, and that's crazy that you said Tyler Perry, because I love Tyler Perry.
I do too.
And for a season, I stopped watching TV because I didn't want anyone to think that I was mimicking after him, because with me being a writer. So I wouldn't watch anything on TV. I wanted my story to come to life.
Yeah.
So when it came to like, and then I'm a PK, so I'm a preacher's kid.
Really?
Been in church all my life. So just seeing how things are orchestrated and put together, then I knew what to do when it came to a production.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So I just made it work for me.
I love that.
I made it work for me.
I love that. And so, how did you actually get into like the whole production? How did you, I'm gonna say this, how did the Lord line it up for you to walk down that path?
We're gonna talk about how the Lord did it. Okay, so the Lord himself. No, I ain't gonna be deep. But let me see. It's because I had a story.
Okay.
Right. And I've always been a strange kid.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like I was the black sheep of the family.
It's called a peculiar people. That's actually in the Bible.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's like I could see things before it happened. And
Prophet.
it was a lot of things that I saw happening within the household that we couldn't tell, that we had to near about sweep under the rug.
Oh.
So what goes on in the house stays in the house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So from there, I just kept downloading different things in my spirit. And I was like, one day I'm going to tell my story.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when I turned 30 years old, I had, I'm going to say, hit a bump in the road.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I just kept writing. Even I was writing in my mind and I had everything still stuck in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put it out on paper until years later.
Oh.
So I would write, throw it away, write. And then one day the story just came together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I produced Family Lies and Secrets.
Okay.
Right. And I kept feeling like, wait, there's more to my story that people haven't heard. I was like, I really want to get my story out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I started doing like little skits. Then that's when and listen, when I first did my production, when it came to my stage play, I didn't know what I was doing. I even reached out to people and was like, could you help me?
Mm-hmm.
They was like, your book's not going to sell with you being on the front cover and you can see through your shirt. They was like, it's not going to sell in churches. Let me tell you, I sold over 250 books within my first 2 years of releasing my book.
Wow.
Yep. So that's why you can't go off what somebody tell you.
Absolutely not.
And your story is not like nobody else's story.
Absolutely not.
And what works for me may not work for you.
Girl, don't be preaching on my show.
Okay, but I had to put it in motion.
I preach here.
Okay. I had to put it in motion and allow it to work for me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because as my pastor was talking about today, when our parents created us, he had 23, she had 23, and they put those 46
yeah,
together, and they created a Monica and a LaShanta.
And they did.
And that was it. So they ain't another one. They ain't another Monica, and they ain't another LaShanta.
That is correct.
And so we are unique. And so whatever the Holy Spirit downloaded within us, even if they wanted to write Family Lies and Secrets too, they wouldn't be able to do it.
They wouldn't be able to do it.
They wouldn't be able to do it. Because what God has given you is for you.
Absolutely.
And it's for you to put on display however it is that he see fit for you. And that's what we need to understand as a human race. There's no competition, baby, because we're not the same.
That's right. The blueprint is not the same.
One floor is unleveled.
Come on now.
Especially in my house.
Okay.
And the floor that's unleveled, God has given me the gift to pick my feet up, to step up on that unleveled floor. So that's what we need to understand. In 2026, baby, there ain't no competition because there's none of us that are the same. We all possess our own special gifts. We're not alike. We don't look alike. We don't talk alike. We don't preach alike. We don't write alike. None of that.
That's right.
Only one LaShanta.
Only one.
Only one.
Only one Monica.
Oh, that's it. And my mama and my daddy name is Dan Corbett, and my mama name is Audrey Mims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make it plain.
Make it plain. That's it. Them two. But I just had to get that out there because people are really in a place where they don't understand that you too are special, that you too possess something that can change the nations. And so if we focus on what that thing is that's within us, then we all can.
But that thing is purpose. And you must know your purpose.
You got to know.
A lot of people don't know their purpose. So they copy what they see. They try to compete with what they see instead of knowing their purpose.
Well,
once you align your life with purpose, baby, the door already open.
It's already open. It's all.
That's it.
And where do we go to ask for our purpose?
Where do we go?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say to God, right? I'm not even going to say that. It says, write the vision and make it plain. So whenever you writing your vision, and I think it comes from your passion, what you're passionate about. And that's how you're able to locate your vision and your purpose. So whenever you say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, you got to activate that.
You got to activate
You got to activate it. Let me tell you. So when I was a child, my mom used to call me Monty all the time. Monie. Right? When I was about 29 years old, God gave me some letters. And I added the letter to Monty, the letters to Monty. Guess what it spelled? Millionaire. Sure did. I used to hate my mama calling me Monty. And God knows, my right hand, when I started adding the LL and the I and the E, it spelled millionaire.
And your mama was speaking stuff.
And didn't even know it. My God.
So she gonna get the first 100,000. And I'm gonna get the second.
Okay then.
Cause
pump your brakes.
Look, and I'm gonna get the second because it was discovered here on Cutting Through the Red Tape.
My God.
But that's how I'm glad that you said that. We have to learn how to activate what's already in us, what's already given to us. And then we have to receive, depending on who we receiving it from, what is being spoken over our life. You know what I'm saying? So when you say you added it up and added those letters to it and it came out to be a millionaire, your mom was already speaking life into you. She was already speaking resources. She was already speaking over your finances and stuff like that. So listen, I don't know. I can't really explain it. Okay. But I feel like when you know that you know that you know, can't nothing stop you.
No.
It's like you walk with authority. It's like you walk with your head held high. And I get that from, I see that from you, from following you on social media. It's a type of presence within you. And I love it. So I'm like.
But that comes from knowing who you are.
It does.
Let me tell you, not to throw mama under the bus, but when I was a child, there's a lot of things that I couldn't do being raised in a strict environment.
Yes.
So when it came to always having to wear skirts, can't wear nail polish, can't wear earrings, can't wear this, can't wear that. Once I stepped out of that box and became who I am, I started building my own fashion.
Ooh.
Oh, I like to look like this. Or I want to look like this. Oh, I don't want to look like her. I want to look like me.
Yeah.
And then even in serving God, I didn't want to look like a nun or look like somebody that's been in church all their life. And when you see them, you running from them. I don't want to look like that. I want my light to shine. Woo. And it's shining others so they see the light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see my purpose, honey. Woo. Yeah, you see God. When I open my mouth, you hear God.
Yeah.
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 So I didn't want to be like them.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it took me 2 years to get there.
Really?
Yeah, girl. I'm just now
stepping out the box.
I'm just now, girl. When my foot touched the new air.
Okay.
And I planted my foot. Girl, I kicked that box.
You better have kicked it.
Cross the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, you better have kicked it.
Because people will put you in a box because is this mic on? People will put you in a box because they know who you are.
They try to suppress and shrink you into being somebody they don't want to be discovered. Because they know once you're discovered and you're out there, then that's making them look bad because they've been on the run in a battlefield forever. But baby, when God, when he snatch you up, when he do the cleaning. Baby, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can do.
I don't care how long you've been on the battlefield for God. I've been running all my life.
Hey, shoes
and
out.
I finally decided to give God yes.
Yes.
Because I told him that I have nothing else to lose.
That's it.
And when you ain't got nothing else to lose, baby, he gonna swing them doors open for you and you gonna walk right on in them. And sometimes we hold up our own blessings.
We do.
We hinder up our own level. We hinder our own stuff from elevating.
We do.
Because we be so stuck on, what they gonna think about
what they
me?
Gonna think, girl?
Yeah, how they gonna feel about me?
How they gonna feel about
I don't
me?
talk like them.
Yeah.
Or I don't look like them. I don't sound like them.
Yeah.
So it shelters us.
It does.
It shrinks us.
It does.
No, not no more.
It does. Because for me, it was because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be included. I wanted to be invited. I wanted to be on the flyers.
Really?
I wanted to be called here and I wanted to be called there. And I'm like, why in the world ain't nobody calling LaShanta? You know what I'm saying? And that's true. I'm speaking the truth.
Wow.
Because I wanted wanted everybody to be my friend, and I wanted to be everybody's friend. And then when I realized that I am a peculiar person.
Take your time and talk about it.
And when I realized that I am from a priesthood.
Take your time.
And when I realized that the Father created me and that I was suppressing who I truly was because I was shrinking myself down because I wanted to be like them. At the end of the day, they would still ignore me. They still want my friend. I still won't get invited. I still want, you know what I'm saying? So I thought to myself, God is going to equip me to build my own table. And when my table is complete, he's going to also send me the people that can sit at my table.
Yep. See, that wasn't even my testimony. I've always been the type to never fit in, right? I've always been the type, I create my own platform. You ain't got to put me on your flyer. I make my own flyer.
Gee.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're going to see me regardless. I don't care if I'm just like when I was coming here and I was talking about asking certain things, maybe I was going to make my own flyer and say where I was going. Yeah. I don't need you to put me on your flyer because I know who I am. Woo. And when you know who you are, baby, you walk in authority.
You walk in authority. Absolutely. Now you talk. Now this show just might be for me. Like did you come down here to speak to me because I invited you here, but I'm on your show today.
Okay, so you want me to ask you the questions? Okay.
But no, I love that because us being women, we need to share those things with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how you create sisterhood. I feel like that's how you create bonds and stuff with other women, because just because you are a lot further,
take your time and talk about it
in your process than I am, I'm not jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I see where I'm fitting to go. Baby, I'm fitting to be sitting over there.
And that you brought up sisterhood, right? What women of our color need to understand, sisterhood is not jealousy.
It's not.
And sisterhood is not competing.
It's not.
Sisterhood is not intimidation.
That's right.
And when you have a sisterhood, you should come together with other sisterhoods instead of being divided.
That's right.
And that's what a lot of women do when they see a strong Black woman. Baby, the first thing they want to do is go start their own. And then they'll try to take your ideas, what they see you doing, and say it's theirs. Okay, keep on talking. I'm gonna let you get it back now.
Yeah. I've seen it happen.
Okay.
I've seen it happen. And one thing that I learned from that is that God don't play about me.
No.
And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because at the end of the day, I don't desire to have what another woman has. Not her clothes, not her identity, not her job, not her family. I don't desire to have what another woman has. I want my own. I want to be my own person. I want my own identity, because listen, I was, in a relationship for over 20 years. So that alone I was a backseat driver from that alone. So now that I am on my own and I am, finding out who I am, what I love, what I like, what I dislike. And it's not just worldly things that I dislike or dislike in a man. There's some stuff that I found within myself that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take a step back and be like, ugh, I don't really like that. We need to figure out how to, switch that thing up. But, it's a journey. It's a process. And I feel like if everybody's heart is as open as mine and our minds, then we could really do some things together. We can really do some things together.
Yep, I agree. When you were talking about you and I guess finding out who you are, loving on you, Holy Spirit, you just want to be the best version of you in this season.
Yeah.
So, and even the things that you dealt with 20 years ago when you was married, that's no longer you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't. Because when I tell you new creature, listen, I be taking the Bible literal, because when he said he gonna make me brand new in the earth realm, Lord, I ain't ready yet, Lord. Like, I want to see you, Jesus. Like, I want to be near you and stuff, but not right now. In the earth realm. When he said that he was going to create a new creature.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all. When he created new creature, he cleaning up your heart too, your mind, your soul. So anything that's not like him, he gonna burn it off.
Yep.
And it gets tough sometimes. It get hard sometimes because you feel like, Lord, you stripping everything away. Like you taking everything from me. Like you just tearing everything. And that's how I felt like 3 years ago. I was like, I felt like my whole world had been ripped apart. Like ripped. And my pastor said to me today, he says, because I don't know anything about plants or nothing. Like my mom is real good at like plants and flowers and stuff. But he said to me today, he said, when there's a certain type of flower that you can break apart and give people, but you keep the main piece, I guess is what he's saying. But you can break a piece that plant and give to other people. But that same plant is being broken and broken repeatedly. And then you put it back in the pot and you fix it back together because the roots is stable. It blooms again. My God, today.
That's good.
My God, today.
That's good.
So we all should be asking God to break us. We all should be asking God to purify us, to burn some stuff off so that whenever we come back, baby, I'm coming back better than a rose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than a what's a dandelion or whatever you want to call it. I'm coming back better than that. Than a tulip, baby. I'm coming back as a Lashonta. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
As a Lashonta. Okay.
Yes,
so I'm excited about being able to bloom again, you know, to bloom again from and to know that the pieces that were broken from my flower are blooming in somebody else's pot. You know what I'm saying? Because how else can I help if I ain't been through nothing?
You can't.
Maybe I can't tell you nothing about nothing if I ain't been there.
Nope, the blind can't lead the blind.
No.
And we overcome by our testimonies. Yep. And if you don't have a testimony to share, you ain't been through nothing.
You ain't been through nothing.
That's why I talk about a lot of times people couldn't even take a step in my shoes. Yeah. Because one step in my shoes, baby, you would drown. You would be in a crazy house somewhere or even pushing up daisies.
Well, tell us a little bit about.
Tell a little bit about it.
Give us 1 or 2 steps.
Where do I want to go with this? So we're going to go back to the book because whatever I talk about is in this book.
So, Monica, you talked about growing up in the church and about being a preacher's kid. So was your mom or your father was it a pastor or a preacher?
My mom, she's a pastor now. At that time, I think she was an evangelist, an elder, but she had some type of leadership in the church.
But she was, preaching the gospel and all of that. And so how was that for you growing up in a house,
You want me to be truthful?
Yeah, I want you to be truthful.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was real scary because my mother is a praying woman.
Yeah.
Right? And she used to wake us up praying.
Oh, yeah.
Hollering and carrying on.
I'm 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like this, like, baby, calm down.
Yeah.
Thinking to myself.
Yeah.
But the way she was praying, it was so scary. Like, you think Jesus finna come knock on that door and take you back with him.
Woo,
that type
Lord.
of prayer. So, growing up, I mean, I've always been structured around prayer, love, and a whole lot of other things in the middle. But it was just the scary part of the prayer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she used to pray so until she was choking and carrying on. So, I'm like, baby, like, calm down.
Yeah, that sounds like my mom.
Yeah, and I used to be like, I don't want to serve a God like that. It was a scary God. Like, he was an angry God. That's how it seemed to me. But as I get older, that's not how it really, that's just the way that she, I guess, loved on God and told God thank you, just for protecting her and her family and her children and stuff like that. But being a child, you don't look at it like that. You look at it like, oh, I'm being, terrified by, somebody in here hollering like, who whooping on you? You all right?
Yeah. Well, it's good that you grew up like that because people nowadays, they don't fear God.
That is correct.
And I think from back in the day when we heard the Tarian and when we were at the prayer house, I'm pretty sure you was at the prayer house and stuff. And
Baby, at every church service.
baby, let me tell you, when we was at programs where the children had to be put outside of the church because they was casting demons, like real demons, and the demons had to have a body to go into. And so by protecting the children, we were, taken out of the church.
Or they put a Bible in your lap.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we don't have that nowadays. Like I'm not saying we, because I fear the Lord. We need to get back to, fearing God. Like not him being like scary, but us knowing that this is not somebody you can play with. Like we walk around all day, you can't play with me, you don't play with me, and all this type of stuff, but yet you play with God every single day. And so it sounds like to me that you grew up in a very strict home.
I did. Very strict. It was so strict I couldn't wear pants. Like I said, I couldn't wear nail polish, I couldn't wear jewelry. I had to ask my stepdad one Christmas, because he asked me what did I want for Christmas, and that's what I wanted was a pair of pants. And he was like, go ask your mama. And then she was like, Money, I don't care. And that was when I got my first pair of pants.
Really?
That's all I wanted was a pair of pants. I used to go to school with them long skirts on with leg warmers with little cotton ball things on. The little cotton ball things on with different colors. My mama had me so ugly, baby.
You was blessed.
Baby, I was so ugly.
You was blessed.
Baby.
You was blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, okay. Looked like a missionary in 3rd grade, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, baby.
But the anointing, the oil was on you.
I know the devil was on me.
Why you
baby,
say
I was
that?
mean.
Well,
And my mama said, you mean as a rattlesnake. I was. I ain't take no jump.
You didn't take no jump.
Spoke my mind. I still speak my mind, but I gotten better.
Yeah.
I don't try to fix it up.
Yeah.
The way it come out is the way you're gonna receive it.
Well.
Either you take it or you don't. So.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, I was yeah. Yep. So that I got older and I look back over my life, I don't regret anything that happened as far as from my childhood to now. It's just that I'm glad that I became a soft girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm walking in my soft girl energy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because I don't want to be an angry black woman.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be an angry
I
black
don't want to be angry black woman either.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be one that's closed off. Like, God, my heart is closed off. Like, I want to be open to receiving love, the proper way. And I want to be open to give love to my special somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did that in my marriage, but and that was one thing for me. Like, I wanted to turn that off because I'm like, I gave and I did it the right way, like I thought I should. And then this is the results of me giving. But I don't want that to be a blocker for me, loving on somebody else.
I understand that.
Son.
I understand that.
So yeah. But so, are you married? Have you been married before?
I have been married.
Tell us a little bit
But
about
I said the marriage wasn't of my choice. Yes, I've been married. I was forced into a marriage at 15 years old.
Wow.
Because I had my daughter, I got pregnant with my daughter when I was young. And the church world, with my mom being a minister, made us get married.
Wow.
Because she said that I was making my mom look bad by having a bastard child. So in order to keep the hush-hush and the church community quiet, they forced us to get married. So my stepdad was like, no. But it was a lady in the neighborhood who does notary, and she notarized the paperwork for me to get married at 15 and did.
Wow. Wow.
Next question.
So how long? But wait a minute now, because you just dropped that in my lap. Because at 15.
Yep, 15 in high school. I remember being in the ninth or 10th grade, and I remember the principal telling me, first you're supposed to graduate, then you're supposed to go to college, then you're supposed to get married, then you're supposed to have a baby. Crushed.
My God.
Crushed.
My God.
And then come to find out, the same lady that said that related to me on the new side of the family.
My God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A cousin. Didn't even know she was related to me.
So how long did you guys stay married?
I stayed with him, and I know you can't say other stuff on this show, but I stayed with him for 7 years on the strength of I didn't want my mama to look bad, because that was in my mind that if I leave him or whatever, it's going to make her look bad because she was in the ministry.
Yeah.
I didn't want him. I didn't love him. I cried to go home. I ain't never loved him. I didn't even know how to be a wife. I was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did y'all live together? Like, what did that look like? 15.
So how it looked at the time, we had moved in with my grandmother, and we stayed there until the church people went and got us a single wide trailer, or help us get a trailer, and we stayed in the country in a trailer park. So I was working at Hardee's, trying to take care of my baby, and still going to school. And he was working at the time, I think it was Smithfield Packing in Tar Heel. This was years ago, like 1995, 1994.
And did you both complete high school?
Yeah, so he graduated school. I dropped out, right? So when I dropped out, I had got in trouble because I was fighting with my daughter. So I had to go through parenting classes. That's the only way I was able to come off probation. I was on probation. I was for fighting. So the only way I was able to come off probation, I had to get my high school diploma.
Got you. And so you had your daughter at what age? 15? At 15. Okay.
But on the strength of that, and this is no shade to mama.
Yeah.
Right. Let me put that out there.
Yeah, we love mama.
Because the first thing people gonna try to say, she talk about a mama. I'm not. I'm just telling my truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have a sister that's handicapped. Right. My sister, I had to take care of her like she was my daughter. She can't walk. She has cerebral palsy, so she's confined to a wheelchair. So at the time, I used to do so much for my sister. I was like, I just might well have my own baby. And I was like, if that's the only way I can get out of this house, because I had not seen so much growing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that's the only way I can get out of here, I just want to have my own baby. But I didn't know if I have a baby, they was going to make me get married. That's the part I didn't know. So I was already pregnant. And then after that, after I had my daughter, I got married. Like, I had her in May, and I got married in August of 1995.
Wow.
I need you to speak to the relationship between you and your mom, and if it ever was broken, and if it was broken, how did you all repair it? So
Okay.
a lot of women need to hear that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because and
Can you ask her that question so that way it won't something he asked?
yeah, but I love you. And so this is, this is love. Are you okay? You sure? Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure she was okay, because this is a lot for me. I just wanted to take.
This is my story, Shante, and you don't know
Oh.
that. So that's why I knew there was more.
Yeah, because I feel it, like it's literally sitting on my chest. You okay? Sure. I love you. But look at it like this. Look at where you are. Look at where you are. And you look at where you are. This is what my show is about. This is it. I never knew that. But you just never know what other people are dealing with, what other people are going through, and to be able to sit and talk about it, and
I just want to know how y'all, because I was able to repair the relationship with my mom, but it took a very long time. Very, very late. My two sisters still hadn't really gotten there, but it took me a while. So I just want to understand that. People need to hear that story.
So she wants you to ask me the question about how
So
to
I
meet my
wanted to
mom,
make
I
sure
guess.
that you ask her that question.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
okay.
you're fine. You're fine. I'm proud of you for even saying that much.
That's why she was pulling on me.
Yeah. And I didn't even know. I'm sitting over here just,
Talking.
yeah. What I love to do, talk, run my mouth. And it's healing in the room. My God. It's healing in the room. Yeah. And then on top of that, her mama came with her. So you already know that it is all is well. Because our mama came with her. You needed to see that. You needed to see this. And you needed to hear her.
Because people don't talk about that. I think Jenny Ma, that married Jeezy, is the only only other person I ever heard talk about it. So I was just like curious.
We can roll with it. Let's rock and roll.
I don't want to hear it no more.
It's okay.
No, you're fine.
Whatever you need to know, baby. Just
Yeah.
do like you did.
So what
We gonna get
I
it out
don't even
today.
remember the question. It's just like,
I guess
About
what
you.
is the relationship with like now?
yeah, okay.
Given all of that has happened,
Yeah.
what is the relationship and how was it healed?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if y'all had a bad relationship, like, because of it, but
We did.
yeah.
We did. Go ahead.
Girl,
Okay.
I see you different now.
Oh
Vincent.
Lord.
I see you different, Lord, Holy Spirit. Like, I'ma sleep good tonight. You know what I'm saying? When the Holy Spirit it puts you in a state of rest. And that's purpose. That's how I know that I'm right where I'm supposed
That
to
is
be.
correct. That is correct.
That was confirmation for me.
Wow.
Yeah. That was confirmation for me. Yeah. But we gon' come back and we gon' come back. Cause I have to have myself together. Okay. All right. You ready? Wow. That was really heavy. Like how are you feeling right now about that?
Feeling okay. It's like we can go straight into worship if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yep. We can go straight into worship.
Yeah.
Like you can feel that there was a shift,
Yeah.
and with the shift you feel God.
Yeah.
So yeah.
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 So how is your relationship? I mean, and that's just a little bit about what you're saying when it comes to your mom, like being married at 15, having a child, living pretty much as husband and wife for 7 years to somebody that you didn't love. Like, how has your relationship been like with your mom? And are you guys in a good place? Like, are you, communicating well? How has that been for you going from one, place to another?
So now it's better. Because I respect my mom. I respect the God in her. And no matter what, at the end of the day, it's my mama.
Yeah.
But before that, I think I resented her. Because for one, I was really trying to understand, and I couldn't understand for so long. Why would you keep that from me, that this guy wasn't my dad? But she explained to me that she didn't know. And then it seemed like the more she said she didn't know, the more I got angrier. And even with the situation with the church, it was like, how can you force these people to make me get married? How could you allow people to brainwash you into believing that that was the right thing to do? Made me angry. And it's like when I was trying to explain to her, instead of her listening to me, she would yell at me. And then that would make me shut down.
Yeah. So
through the course of the years, we have gotten better, and we have learned to communicate way better. Like, because I'm going to say what I need to say. But when I go to my mom, I want it to be in love, and I want it to be respectful. I don't want it to be like, oh, well, you did this and you did that, and that's why I'm like this. I don't want to be like that. So I had to work on me and to make sure I say the right things, not to offend my mom. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the words say, honor thy mother and father, that our days will be longer. So I didn't want to be disrespectful in that way of just always just like, I guess, coming at her because of the other things that I went through in my past.
Yeah.
So as of right now, our relationship is way better. So I wouldn't say my mom is my best friend, but she is my best friend. Because if you say something about my mom, I'm going to be ready to dive in your head. Like, that's my mama. Like, I can say it, but you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because mama is mama.
Mama is mama.
And
you only get one mama.
You only get one.
Yeah, regardless of if you and your mama don't get along, y'all don't see eye to eye, you only get one mama. And once mama's gone, you ain't getting her back.
That's right.
And that's how I look at life. I only got one mama and I love her to death.
Yeah.
So the stuff that happened to me in my past, it happened. It wasn't for me, it was for somebody else.
That's right.
So it got me to where I am now. Some of the things that she taught me, I took it with me. It's still in my heart.
Yeah.
It'll never leave me. But one thing, like I said, at the end of the day, that's my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you say to the ladies or to the young girls, to the more mature women? What would you say to someone who has been on the same path, has, been on this same journey that you have been on? Like, what would you say to them to help them better their relationship with their mom? Or could you give them some tips on, what you and your mom kind of went through, and how you guys have come out on the other side?
I think for me, it would be first and foremost, knowing who I am, right? And once I understand who I am, then I will know how to talk to my mom. A lot of time we as people, instead of growing through the pain, we continue to pick at the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep picking at it, keep bringing it up. You're not healing. But I feel like once you heal, we have to give it to God and leave it there. And that's what I did a lot. God, I can't do this. This is not for me. I can't. Help me. I cried so many times. God help me. And I didn't know nothing else to say but God help me. Like, I remember times I would just be driving and just be crying and just bust out in crocodile tears because I didn't understand the things that I was going through. Again, I didn't blame my mom for it. It's just that I can't really give you the right thing to say when it comes to how to love somebody, but you got to give out the love that you believe in the end. And you got to treat people like you want to be treated, regardless of what somebody did to you or how they made you feel. You still got to treat them like you want to be treated, right?
That's right.
And then stop holding things over people's heads. You know what I'm saying? It may be a season that they're in. That's the reason why they did what maybe they didn't know no better. Or, you could be like I said, in that season at that time, you handled the best way you knew how.
Yeah. But
now that you know grew and that you know elevated, you know not to make those mistakes again, and you know how to deal with those situations. Yeah. So I would just say, just like I always say, and I take this with me every day, just be the best version of you.
Yeah.
Every day, and learn from your mistakes and treat people like you want to be treated. Because at the end of the day, baby, all you got is you, right?
That's right.
You cannot give up on you because there is purpose locked inside of you.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
So how is this baby that you had at 15?
Oh, my daughter.
Yes.
Oh, me and my daughter besties. Me and my daughter are besties. That's my girl.
So y'all kind of like grew up together.
Yeah, I tell her all the time, girl, we like sisters. That's my baby. She gave me my first grand.
Okay.
I have a 9-year-old grandson.
Okay.
I love my daughter to death.
Yeah.
And my mom will get mad sometimes. I've always been overprotective of my children.
Yeah.
I've always been overprotective of my children because of the way that I was raised. Yeah. Right? And you ain't finna come for mine all kinds of ways.
Right.
Because maybe I'll put you in your place. Yeah. So when it comes to my daughter, like, me and her talk about any and everything. She'll call on me and be like, Mom, and just start, saying how we have the best relationship ever. Yeah. I think me and my daughter probably fell out one time in life, and I jumped on her. But you also
Lord, you was a jumper.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Lord, you was a jumper.
Yeah, I was a jumper. But what you got to keep in mind is that the way my mama used to abuse me. Well, I felt like I was abused.
Yeah,
the way she used to whoop me and beat me and knock me upside my head and carry on, whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I say some things I learned behavior because I started doing it to my children.
Yeah.
But I stopped because I'm saying to myself, like, why am I taking my frustration out on my kids or doing to them what somebody did to me?
Yeah.
So I learned how to love on my children.
Yeah.
How to embrace my children. Like I came from a household, we didn't say I love you. We didn't come from a household where we hugged on each other and kissed on each other. Like sometimes when I kiss on my mom, she's like, move, move. That's because she ain't used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a loving person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very affectionate person.
Yeah.
And that's just who I am. And that's how I raise my children.
Yeah.
Maybe I call them right now and be like, Mama, love you. They be like, I love you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just how I
that.
talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I had my daughter when I was 20.
Okay.
And so she'll be 21 this year and I'll be 41 this year.
Okay.
So I feel like we kind of like grew up together. But it wasn't until these past 2 to 3 years that we have grown closer. And it's like the things I knew then, I didn't know those things then, but now it's like the Lord is using her, is channeling through her to teach me. So that's bringing us closer together. It sounds weird, but that's really my testimony. It's like, and she comes to me and she said, well, Mom, you never told me this and you never told me that. And I have to tell her, like, I didn't tell you because I didn't know. So now we're in a place to where we're growing again together, but just in a different season in our lives. And so I got that whenever you was talking about you and your baby, but I can't imagine being so young, 15, and then having to be married. And then, you know, because my mama gave us 2 months. After I had my daughter,
you had to go.
She was like, and it was cold. I had my daughter in December. She knocked on the door. And me and my ex, my children's father, we was just chilling, hanging out. I had a baby. So my mama said, y'all got 2 months and y'all got to go. You got to go. You got to get out of here. And so, yeah, we had to get married. But I wanted to get married.
Okay.
Because, you know, I was living by the Bible too. And I'm like, you can't, my sister called me on the phone. And she said, you know, you going to hell, right? And I said, why? She said, because you up there shacking with that man and y'all both going to hell. So marriage was introduced to us and we got married and we got us a place. But the place that we got, we couldn't move in until we were married. So we had keys and then we had to get married first and then we was able to move in. Wow. So I kind of understand some of the values back in the day and stuff like that. So yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Is there anything else that you want to add as far as I know you talked about your relationship with your children, which is, you know, we grow up like I ain't raising my kids the same way I was raised. So I do get that. But I do want to ask this very important question. How is your relationship when it comes to the church and when it comes to your relationship with God? Is it, I know a lot of people is more on, oh, I got a relationship with Christ, but I ain't stepping foot in no church because of church hurt and because of what the church has done. So tell me about that.
So I had to grow and learn after dealing with church hurt for so long. My church hurt wasn't so much of the marriage stuff. It was being accepted for who I was. Like I always dressed different. I always looked different. And it was like the church girlies wouldn't befriend me. They wouldn't be my friend. I always wanted to be not in the clique, but in the circles where you have your girly church friends. I've never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had like, oh, we going out to dinner and it's a bunch of late. I've never had that. I had to create my own. I had to create my own sisterhood. It was like, it was always something like they always had something to say about me or the way that I carry myself. It was just always something. So when it comes to that part of the church, that's what bothered me the most. So I said, as far as getting hurt, that's done and over with. Like, I'm healed from that. That don't faze me. I don't have a problem with going to church. I don't do fake church. I don't do church people. I do kingdom.
That's big.
Yeah, I don't like it when people say one thing and then do another. Your sins are bad, but they sins are right. Yeah, I don't like that. Girl. I don't like it when I first gave my life to Christ and it was everything that I couldn't do, but I'm asking, what can I do? The more they told me what I couldn't do, I wanted to do it. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, I did. Because I'm like, why can't I do this? You know, it was never an explanation to why you couldn't do what you was doing. It was just telling you or stripping you of everything that you couldn't do. Like, and I felt like if I gotta serve a God like that, I don't want to serve him.
Yeah.
Like, if I go outside, I'm gonna die. If I look wrong, I'm gonna die. If I don't pray the right prayer, I'm gonna die. It was always something, or you're going to hell. Like, I didn't want to serve a God like that.
Right.
So after a while, until you get the full understanding of who God is,
that's right,
for yourself, you would think God is an angry God and he's going to kill you for everything.
That's right.
Yeah, for everything. And that's how I felt a lot. Like, I didn't want to serve him. Like, for what? But deep down inside, I knew that, I ain't going to say that I knew that it was a calling on my life. I knew I was different.
Yeah.
And then, not to sound deep, but my spirit and my discernment is so sharp, I can see through muddy water. Like, I don't be around a lot of people. People don't come. I don't deal with people. But like, sometimes we used to go to church and my mama showed me the flights. I'm like, baby, we don't want to go over there. I'm like, baby, we're going to be like this. We ain't finna do all that. Then when I get over there, I'm ready to go. Because I done told you before we got there what it's going to be like. And I don't like fake church folk. Like, you know, they'll grin up in your face. And I'm going to talk about my mama. I know it's about me. But you know, with my mama being a minister, they'll grin up in my mama's face and act like they her friends and then try to do that little sneaky under the back stuff. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Baby, get it together. Yeah. Especially if you say who you are.
Yeah.
Like, if you really serving the true and living God, baby, live it.
Live it.
Live it.
Yeah.
Because you got people out here like me looking, baby. Not that I'm sizing you up, but your life speak for itself. And if you ain't bearing no fruit, baby, I don't want to be in your presence.
Well,
you can't tell me nothing, nor can you pray for me. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, that's cutting through the red tape, you know, like it's the truth. I just told somebody last night, I don't let everybody lay hands on me. I don't let everybody whisper in my ear. I don't be going to everybody churches. I don't listen to everybody preach. Because we live in a generation where people like to be entertained. They don't like to be delivered. And I think you and I had a conversation about deliverance. Like, deliverance is real. And a lot of people say, well, God knows my heart. And they take it, that's totally out of context, for number one. But true deliverance is something that you can now talk about. Like, a lot of people don't talk about what they've been through because they ain't delivered. You can't talk to me about slipping and dipping.
Come on, take your time and talk about it.
If you still slipping and dipping.
You,
you know what I'm saying? So
that
that's something that you want to continue to do. You don't want to be delivered from slipping and dipping.
Okay, that we're talking about slipping and dipping. And I know I'm not supposed to ask you a question, but I might flip it and ask you one, right?
Okay.
Because with flipping and dipping, in the church world, they would tell you that you can't flip, you can't dip, you can't this, you can't that. But what gets me is the hot shower, fasting and praying. That don't work for me, baby. Yeah, it don't work for me. Yeah, I still be hot and bothered after all that praying.
And the shower.
And the shower and the fasting.
And
them hormones still acting up, baby. Okay, man. Yep.
And that's the truth.
Being honest.
It's very much so. It's very much so. And that's real. Like, I can't even take that from you. Like, I can't take that from you, but that's real. And that's something that we as a church need to start talking about, is real issues that people are really dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
right.
We in the church dealing with being hot and bothered and
they
hot
tell
shower.
You go home and take a hot shower and pray and fast. Read your word. Go over here and read this. Baby, that don't work for me. I don't even want to read the word. I want some. Just being honest. Yep. All righty then. We're cutting the red tape.
We definitely on Cutting Through the Red Tape. But me being who I am,
take your time and talk about it.
I'm going to advise you.
Uh-huh.
Baby, this your life.
Oh, I know.
But I want you to know that God is a keeper.
Oh, and if you want to be kept,
If you
want to be kept, He's a keeper. If you want to be kept,
keeper. If you want to be kept, you're right. You're right.
But sometimes we put ourselves in situations. If you're dating or you're going out or you're spending time, like they say, kissing get you pregnant. It don't. No, it don't. And they be the main ones with the skirts dragging to the floor. That's always lifting them skirts up. If we be honest about it, it is. But when it comes to somebody that's honest, like my prayer to God is, God, I desire to be married.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I go into full-time ministry, I don't want to be over here laying up and carrying on and then telling these people something else and I know when I'm going home and get me a good piece. Baby, I don't want to do that.
And it's so.
I'm just being honest.
It is so.
Yeah,
and it is so. And it is so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so because they do it.
Yeah.
They will tear your church down. And somebody's son.
What you say?
In the same Sunday.
He at the house waiting on him. They at church, baby. He at the house waiting. Door already open. Yep. Sure is. I know it, baby. So I don't want to be that person. I want my light to shine. And what I speak and say, baby, that's what I want it to be. And I'm just being honest. Yep. So when I go home to the house, my husband there, or we going home together. I ain't got to go home to somebody else's son or grandson. I'm going home to my own husband. Yeah.
It's only been 2 shows that I have been completely silent on. And this is number 2. But the truth shall set you free. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. Mm-hmm. The truth shall set you free. And we need to be ye set free. Mm-hmm. and talk about the hard things. Like people are literally struggling. Like it's a struggle for me being single for 2 years. Like I'm like, Lord, I want a husband, but I want the right one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. And I thoroughly understand, and I appreciate you for being honest because it's a lot of them out here that's, asking for forgiveness, in which we should all be asking for forgiveness. And I honor that. Like I don't look at nobody else and think to myself, they're wrong or they should, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. And I hope nobody's doing that to me because listen, it's hard out here for a pimp. What my man said on Cussle and Flow. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Hard out here. I ain't no pimp though, but
it's just hard, period. Life be lifing.
You do.
Yeah, life be lifing.
It do.
And then, the church world, sometimes they add extra stress that you don't even need.
They do.
Yeah. And then they preach from the pulpit. Baby, why is you telling my business in the pulpit? Because I don't, you know what I mean? Don't do that. Yeah. Or you done seen I put something on Facebook that you want to preach about it. Baby, don't do that.
Not a Facebook sermon. I know somebody out there probably preaching about me. I know they are.
That's what they do.
I know they are. Somebody giving a good talk about, and it's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. Right?
Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, invite me to your church. Let me tell my own story.
Well, that's true too.
Let me tell my own story.
Yeah. Let me tell my own story. Yeah. But I have, that's it.
Okay.
Your heart and your mind clear.
I'm clear, baby.
All hearts and minds clear.
Yep. And God is good.
All right. Amen.
Amen.